What up, folks? You are tuned into another episode of Listen in 3D, and it is episode 100. Time to celebrate.
Wait,
Yeah, I don't have a real bell, so you're just hearing a bell sound from my phone. But yeah, episode
hey, that
100.
still works.
Yeah. Just being corny. But yeah, episode 100, man. So yeah, we have an exciting episode for you guys today. I'm your boy Justin, aka Too Tall for You Fool.
And I'm Ray, aka Vandal Society.
And together we're both Team 3D, the host of Listen in 3D, where we discuss, dissect, and debate the music and the albums in the world of hip hop and other genres. Like what you're seeing, like this video, or you can even dislike it. I don't care. Just some kind of engagement is great. Comments, positive or negative, share it around, and most importantly, subscribe. Once you do subscribe, click that notification bell, funny bell. That way, you know when all our videos and shorts go live. We have a lot of content coming to the channel here. I'm about to start putting out some shorts from the studio episode we did with the Tupac. So all eyes on me. So we should see some shorts coming from that episode. And episode 100, I would have loved to have the studio session, but unfortunately the cards didn't fall that way. And yeah, we're just doing a normal episode. But at the end of the episode, we will reflect on the series, talk about the direction of where it's going, and we have a lot of exciting stuff planned for you guys. So it's the end of an era for the first 100 episodes, I guess. Yeah, we're not.
There's a lot of good episodes. There's a lot of good albums that were discussed in the first 100. There's plenty of good albums there.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to the next 100.
Yeah. So how you been, Ray? Happy New Year, and I think this is our first
Happy New Year,
time.
man.
Yeah, I know we've texted back and forth, but yeah, this is our first time actually doing a show in the 2026. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's been a while, man. People were asking like when the next episode's coming out,
mm,
when we're recording, but glad to be back on again.
yeah. Likewise, man. Doing this is very fun. Very fun.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
did this? Do you think this hip hop trio is worthy of episode 100?
I would say so. I mean, it was uh for me, it was like the very first hip hop song that I would say that stuck with me. I don't know if you remember when I first heard this song and saw the music video. I kind of imitated the way they were dancing on the music video. Like, even though the music video or the song is not on this album, it's
Yeah.
the group alone. It holds a kind of a special place in my heart because
Hmm.
yeah, this was kind of like the cornerstone of my interest in the culture of hip hop.
All right. And what album are we doing today?
So today we're doing Whodini's album Back in Black. It's their third album.
All right. For sure.
And yeah, so the album was released April 29th, 1986 through Jive Records. It's certified gold. It peaked at number 4 top R&B and hip hop albums and number 35 on the Billboard 200. The singles are Funky Beat, One Love, and Growing Up. The music videos are the same as the singles and there are no guest appearances.
All right. Thank you for that. So, Whodini. And this group is legendary. And for those of you that want to do like any like kind of hip hop history, I would really suggest like looking up some documentaries on them. I mean, they've been around a very long time. Group was formed in 1982. It consists of a trio: Jaleel Hutchins, John Fletcher, also known as Ecstasy. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, and he's the fellow who wore the Zorro style hat. I wouldn't be able to describe it any other way. A black hat, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good description, Zorro style. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he watched a lot of
Hey, but
Zorro
now,
growing up.
no. Yeah, I mean, when I first seen the music video
Hmm.
for Freaks Come Out at Night, the hat always stood out to me.
Yeah.
It was kind of was a memorable one.
Yeah. Usually the guy in the black Zorro hat and no shirt, or like a jacket and just no
Right?
shirt. You know.
No shirt underneath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no shirt underneath. Yeah, and then Grandmaster D, their DJ. So pretty much, they were in the early rap scene in the 1980s, New York for the most part. They formed in 1982. I believe I already said that. And they had hits in the early years: the Haunted House of Rock, Friends, 5 Minutes of Funk, and The Freaks Come Out at Night. Those are some more of their,
Classics.
yeah, their classic popular songs.
Yeah.
Um, I was watching actually a YouTube short yesterday on how they came up with their name. They wanted to get away from like the numbers, like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, and the Treacherous Three,
The
and
Treacherous Three.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever else. So yeah, they didn't want to have a number. So uh, maybe jokingly they explained it. So if one of us leaves, we could still be Houdini, I guess you could. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true. That's a good point. Yeah,
yeah. So I
it's a good
mean,
idea for me.
yeah. So they wanted to get away from that standpoint, and with them, Run DMC, um, just they were able to do that. They were around the time African Bambaataa, Fat Boys, Warp Nine. So yeah, they were with them. But the early years they signed with the London-based independent record label that we know as Jive Records.
Nice.
Yes, they made their debut single "Magic's Wand" with hip hop producer Mr. Magic. I believe that's how they kind of got their name, but I don't want to butcher the facts a little too much. Um, before let's see, Back in Black, they had their self-titled album Houdini, and then Escape, which was Houdini came out in 1983, and then Escape came out in 1984. Escape has like some of their like banger classics, and
It has 5 minutes, right?
yeah, 5 minutes
It
of
has
funk, Freaks Come Out at Night,
yeah.
Big Mouth, Friends, that definitely.
Oh, okay,
Um,
nice. Yeah.
yeah, so that's a bit of a background on them. I believe Back in Black was their last album before they left Jive. Oh wait, no. Open Sesame was their last one, and then in '91, Bag Up Tricks. That's when they went to MCA. So so they stayed through Jive through 1987, and then they took a 4 year hiatus. '91, they did Bag of Tricks, and then Six, and then that was Six was their last album. Unfortunately, Ecstasy is no longer with us. He lost his life a little bit before Christmas time, about 5 years ago. So
Oh,
that was a that was a tough one. So he's no longer with us, but the music lives on, and this group. I mean, if you do listen to their stuff, you'll see that they were very influential. They,
yeah,
um,
definitely. They
yeah,
had a lot of classics.
yeah, even like with their logo, I heard that's where Easy kind of got the idea for the red with NWA and his logo Easy. I'm not sure what kind of font that is, but I heard that that's
Oh,
where he
okay.
got the idea for it. Maybe it might be false, but so don't quote me on that.
I see the resemblance, so a little bit of the style that he
Yeah,
was going for.
yeah. So yeah, I believe he kind of took some of that from them. Let's see. So and then just I guess growing up, you could say maybe not any of the tracks on this album. I didn't listen to this album until like much later. I want to say my early college years, but
Oh, okay.
I do want to just when I first started listening to hip hop, Power 106 had that old school funky four plus one more. I don't know if you remember
Oh, yeah,
that, but yeah,
of
they
course.
would show up on that a lot. Friends definitely. I believe that was had to be like the first track I heard from them. So yeah, it was pretty pleasurable to just hear them, and then just learn about them years later was just a treat within itself, and just the samples a lot of people have taken from this group. Oh my God, it's just so
Yeah,
many, so many. Not even just from this album, but just their whole like catalog worth of music. So
yeah, yeah. No, yeah. Like you were saying, like you heard this album later on in your college years, and Actually, for me on my end, Houdini, I was just more familiar with their regular singles and their hits that they were known for, like Friends,
Hmm.
Freaks Come Out at Night, 5 Minutes of Funk.
Yeah.
You know, so in the '90s as a kid, I remember those. But the Freaks Come Out at Night, when I saw that music video back in
Hmm.
the maybe '89, '90,
Hmm.
I was I was pretty young, and I remember watching the video and just imitating the pop locking on that they were doing. And then later on, come to find out, the little kid that was pop locking was Jermaine Dupri, and I thought that was always fascinating.
Yeah.
Did,
That.
yeah, do you remember that part or the that
uh,
scene right there?
I would have to. I have not seen that
Or
video in
did you know that?
years. What's up?
Oh, okay. But did you know that though that was
Uh,
Jermaine Dupri
yeah, I
on
did
the
not
video?
did not know that was Jermaine Dupri. That's crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That
yeah. He
is
was just a
crazy.
little kid. Pop locking. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Nice,
yeah.
nice
So
fun fact there. Nice.
yeah. So yeah. So Houdini was kind of like my the cornerstone that set the foundation of hip hop for me, and then of course I branched off shortly after and
Yeah.
went on. But I never checked out this album until way recently. Like later
Well.
on in my life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as for this album, I do have it on vinyl. It's actually I don't want to dig
Oh,
for it right
nice.
now, but I do have it on vinyl. I got it used. It's I don't think they manufacture the CDs anymore, but you can still find a new copy on vinyl if you want it. It's I saw it on sale at Barnes and Noble for like 42.99.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's like the gold edition. So, I mean, maybe not. I mean, they're a legendary group. I mean, maybe if the price was a little cheaper, I'd consider it. But well, never say never.
Yeah.
And then, aside from that, just with Houdini, just they uh yeah they just had a lot of just pull just on the whole industry in general. So let's get into them. Uh, I guess when listening to this album, I mean, it's I knew what I was listening to from the mid '80s, and uh, I just expected, like kind of like the slow rap. I mean, I don't think any of them are like Rakim or anything like that, but I mean, I mean, what I expected, just
They're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty. They had a theme going, and they had
mm,
a structure in their rhyme style.
yeah,
And and the production on it was, you could tell it was straight from a Roland 808.
yeah.
Prominent in hip hop production, and you could hear it in there and throughout the tracks.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, definitely. And then another thing is with Houdini, I was gonna say this. They were some of the first rappers on the East Coast to show West Coast rappers some love, preferably Ice T. Ice T, I know, shouts him out in OG
Okay.
Original Gangster, and then if you read the liner notes in the Back in Black vinyl, I think Jaleel shouts out Ice T. So I mean,
Okay, nice.
they were some of the first rappers to show them some love. So that
Okay,
always makes me feel good.
that's
Uh,
pretty cool.
yeah. So anyway, so yeah, well, I just expected, like their theme and just eat something easy going, not too hard, not too soft either. I don't think they were that soft, but
Yeah, nah, it came with it.
all right. So album artwork. Well, they're back and they're in black. It's kind of how they dressed. I mean, all three of them. We got Grandmaster D on the top, Jaleel to the left, Ecstasy on the right. I mean, it's and then their signature logo. The only thing is, I noticed this is not in red.
Yeah,
I think the red is kind of what makes their logo pop. I mean, I think it's their only album cover that had the white instead of the red, at least for the
yeah,
logo. So, but I mean, pretty generic album cover. Not the greatest, but it's not bad either. It's all right. What do you think?
yeah. It's a pretty cool image of them three
Mm,
posted up right there. I like the focal point. It's just them right in the center. Um, it's pretty nice the way it's structured.
mm, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the blue background. Yeah, maybe the red didn't really coincide with the blue background. The white was probably a better fitting, maybe
Yeah,
with the background.
yeah. That's something to definitely think about as well. All right, but yeah, like I said, not the. We probably should do something where we rank all like the best album covers that we've done on Listen 3D so far. We should do that one of these
Oh
days.
yeah, that'd be cool. That's a good idea right there. Yeah,
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 that
because I got my list ready. Like I got my list of album covers where I'm like, yeah, this should be it right here. Top
yeah,
10 right here.
yeah. I know. Yeah, I know you, Ray. You love artwork, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so let's get into the beats. And if I'm going with just one beat that I think is the best, I gotta go One Love. I think One Love is a solid beat. It's been
I
sampled
agree.
throughout. Yeah, it's been sampled throughout hip hop. I know E40 sampled it on his debut album Federal. He did a song called "The Drought Season," and then
Oh,
on his I guess second studio album, if I'm skipping the Mailman, E40's in a major way. He has a song called "One Love," but he spells love LUV as a track instead of LOVE. But it's funny though
okay.
because on the song it's saying the L, the L, the O, the O, the V, the E. I know we're gonna talk the singles. I'm just talking like the sample. So I
Okay,
don't want to get
yeah.
too carried away, but yeah, One Love's good. I like the Echo Scratch beat also, and Fugitive was a pretty good beat also. What beats were you feeling?
For sure, One Love because
Mm.
yeah, when I first heard the One Love beat, I was like, hey, I know this song, and it was sampled in 2001 from Prodigy of Mobb Deep,
Oh
and
yeah.
featuring BG. It was the track was titled YBE, which is short for Young Black Entrepreneurs, and they had a music video for that too, and the beat just stood out so cool back then, and I thought it was a Manny Fresh production. I mean, I think it was actually. I think Manny Fresh did produce it, but I got to double check. But yeah, the beat sounded more polished and kind of more like remastered when he did it for Prodigy.
Hmm.
So yeah, so that's one of the tracks that stood out. And of course, when it came to the hook, that was the influence for Nas's "One Love" track
Yeah.
that Q-Tip did the hook on. So that was like another plus for me where I was like, hey, that's pretty dope,
Yeah.
you know. And then another beat I did like was "Growing Up"
Hmm.
and "Echo Scratch." I thought those were pretty cool beats right there.
Echo Scratch. Definitely not my favorite song, but I thought the beat on the beat
Yeah,
hook on there was
for the
really
beats, yeah,
amazing. Yeah, that definitely for sure.
yeah.
Uh, all right, so we get into the singles, and since we've been talking One Love, let's get into it. Yeah, One Love, One Love, One Love.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, "Hey, that's where they got it from."
Yeah,
Yeah, like you
that.
said, like they influenced a lot of
Mhm.
people in hip hop. You know, like you can see the influence right there.
I thought that was pretty dope. With the One Love track, and then just spelling out the song, the L, the L, the L, the O, the O. They just made it sound just smooth.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then
nice.
definitely with the lyricism, just the words love and like both have four letters, but they're two different things altogether. Just always like the wordplay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Uh,
Yeah,
and then, but yeah, I guess they're I thought the music video was pretty cool. Also, just you know, I like the second verse where Jalil was talking about cheating or I think it was the fourth verse or something. Yeah, but and then like the girl was walking by and and he
yeah.
got
The
caught.
video was pretty good. Yeah, yeah. The way the video went down, it was pretty cool. I liked it. Yeah, and I liked how they showed New York City in the background,
Yeah,
the Twin Towers there. That was pretty neat.
yeah. They kind of went all around for that video. I thought it was very well put together video. I'd have to say if I was to rank the three videos, I'd have to say that was their best one. So,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
any other thoughts on One Love?
No, I mean that was just pretty cool where I got it. You know, where I got the connection from right there. Yeah, and I guess it wasn't Manny Fresh. I just assumed it was because BG was featured, but yeah, it wasn't, and it sounded like his style. So I just thought when I heard it on Prodigy's album that that was just a beat, not even sampled. But turns out that they sampled it. They got the idea and inspiration from Whodini, so that was pretty neat.
All right. We're going to the second single, which is well, I forget when they premiered, but I guess the second one we'll discuss is Funky Beat, and it did have a funky beat. Do want to talk about the music video for a minute. R.I.P. Malcolm Jamal Warner. Um, you remember him, right? Cosby Show.
Yeah,
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 he was in the music video.
I
He was
know.
all over that music video too, man. Just
Yeah, that
so
was pretty cool.
yeah. He unfortunately lost his life last year in a drowning accident, apparently. So
Yeah,
may him rest in peace.
rest in peace.
But yeah, Funky Beat. It was nice, funky song, and I do like the video too, where they have like all those like old clips of like people from the '60s or whatever, like dancing on the beach. Like you can kind
Oh
of tell
yeah,
it was like you can totally tell like that wasn't '80s, but I mean it
yeah,
was a unique video, a lot of dancing. Yeah, just a great way to start off the album since it is the first track. You got any thoughts on it?
yeah. Like I just I've always admired songs where they just give a little spotlight to their DJ and the
Mm,
group and let them flex a little bit on the turntables, with some scratches. And the beat was pretty cool. It just took me back to that '80s era where it was just more about the culture and the whole b-boy
mm,
culture. So that's what I liked about the that track, Funky Beat.
yeah.
Just shine light. Yeah, shine light on the whole hip hop culture.
Yeah, we don't really. I mean, I know DJs. It's like being a DJ is like a category within its own now, um, but yeah, you don't really see that too much in hip hop anymore. Just like, the DJ, look, check out our DJ. Like maybe at a concert or something, but that's about it.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
And
Yeah.
then last single we will discuss is "Growing Up," and definitely reminds me of. I think it's a song that's aged very well because peer pressure, drugs. Kids still deal with that type of shit today, and I think it's a very good learning lesson. One thing I think Houdini, if they should be getting some credit for, is the messages in their songs, and just
Right.
talking about, hey, we were there too. We played cards in the lunchroom too. We cut class. Smoking. Whatnot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I liked about the growing up track as
Mm,
well. It was more of a on a conscious level, compared to the other songs on the album. This was more of a it had a deeper meaning behind it, and it was more about just different life scenarios that a lot of people go through, and I think that's what I liked about the track too.
all right. Music video. Did you recognize any famous faces in there?
No, because the thing is, I was watching it on the Spotify app because yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it on YouTube yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So they did have two famous guys. If I can pull up his name. Well, the first guy, Lawrence Fishburne. Um,
okay,
and
nice.
we all know him. I mean, he was pretty
Right.
much a drug dealer in the car. And then Carl Anthony Payne the second. Um, he was a cockroach on the Cosby Show. Seems like Houdini. Well, 1986 Cosby Show was very big at the time. So
Yeah, it was a like one of the shows
yeah,
of the decade. There.
yeah, definitely NBC's number one sitcom, probably the number one sitcom during that time. So
Yeah.
so they got I guess Malcolm Jamal Warner, his character was Theo. They got his best friend Cockroach. He was in the music video. So And then you might know him better later on as Cole Brown on the sitcom Martin.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, he does look familiar.
Yeah. So I mean, so they actually did get some pretty famous people for those music videos, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool to have them in there, especially Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne,
Yeah,
who at the time was probably best known for playing Cowboy Curtis on Pee Wee's Playhouse, but I guess we don't talk about that. I just had to throw that out there. I just,
yeah, that's a cool fact, though. Yeah,
yeah, I think a lot
yeah,
of people
that
forget
was
he
fun.
was, I think a lot of people forget he was on Pee Wee's Playhouse, but yeah,
Yeah, I forgot, man. I even forgot. Yeah.
all right. So yeah, now we talked the singles. Which tracks were your favorite? It's Gabe's hardest part of the episode, but
Yeah.
he's not on this episode, so it should be easy.
Well, it was those tracks.
The three
Funky Beat,
singles.
One Love. Yeah, growing up. Um, Fugitive was cool because I also picked up
Mm,
another sample or recognized another sample, which was on Public Enemy's "Don't Believe the Hype" during the hook. So I like the Fugitive track,
all right.
and yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
those are the tracks I like.
All right. So we came close. It was very hard for me, but two of the three singles were my favorite. One Love and Growing Up. Those were my two. The deep cut I did like was Fugitive. That
Okay,
probably
yeah, I guess I would.
yeah, that came, and then after that probably be like a tie between Funky Beat and Last Night. But yeah, with Fugitive, I just like that rock beat, and then just little hardcore, edginess of the '80s, which I thought was kind of cool. So yeah, that was a very good, cool song, and it's a song I definitely go back and listen to from time to time. It's a nice deep cut, but I would like to shout out some other samples from this album. So
Okay.
apparently this group was the first one to say "I'm a hoe." Who sampled that later?
I'm gonna take a stab at it, but I want to say Two Life Crew. Kind
Um,
of sounds like it'd be their style.
Maybe they did,
Or
but
no?
the one I was thinking of is Master P.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, now I'm connecting those dots. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
so that's another one, and then another one last night. This was a deep cut, and if you're a Bone fan, you probably would know this. In particular, Crazy Bone. Crazy Bone on his second album, Thug on the Line, had the song um, "Talk to Myself," and he uses that sample. Last night I had a long talk with myself, which is a pretty cool
Oh,
song. Unfortunately, it's not on streaming services, so if you want to check that out, definitely feel free to do so. Um, but yeah, those were like some other samples. Those were some of the bigger samples. We could probably talk samples all day from this album or even Houdini's whole catalog, but yeah, we only got so much time. All right, so for album cuts and expansions, I don't think. Well, I guess there is one track that is on streaming services, and that is the mega medley where they play like some of their classic hits from their previous albums for the most part. So
yeah. I thought that was cool that they had that on the streaming services, but
yeah,
I think they should have added that on the actual album too. I thought that would have been cool because Nas did something like that with
mm,
his third album, I Am, and that was his first track where he put samples from Illmatic, and then his second album it was written onto his third album, and that's what drew me in. So I think if it'd be cool if Houdini did that back then, I think it would kind of give people the same approach,
yeah,
like give people a taste of their whole discography from the albums prior to that. I thought that would have been cool. But yeah, the Houdini Mega Mix was pretty nice on there. A
yeah,
little nice touch to it.
yeah. I mean, it definitely gets people into Houdini who haven't heard them, but I'm sure a lot of people have heard them. They've gotten to the point now where the Freaks Come Out at Night will even be playing in your local supermarket at Halloween time. So I mean, I think they've broken the barrier there. So
Yeah, and then for them to mention Friends on next Friday,
yeah.
yeah, on on the movie next Friday, they mentioned Friends right there from Whodini.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they crossed over big time.
yeah, they definitely did. So yeah, but yeah, what it definitely would have been nice. I know another example. I know Zapp and Roger had a Mega Melody on their greatest hits. I know Netta and I did that early on the show. So
I remember that track.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So it was at the very end. So it would have been nice to see it on the vinyl and the streaming services as well, just so people get a little taste of it. But that's how they want to do it. That's on them. But yeah, but as of this time, with the exception of that track, there are no like expansions or re-releases or anything like that. Like I said earlier on in the episode, of you want to buy the vinyl, it's still out there new, so you don't have to go for an OG copy. I have a OG copy, which I thought was pretty cool. So
yeah, that's
uh,
pretty cool.
recommendations, just stuff that was out around the time that this album came out. Curtis Blow's Kingdom Blow. Run DMC's Racing to Hell. We did that back episode. I know we did that back, yeah, episode 40. So if you want to check that out, feel free. And then the Beastie Boys License to Ill. We did that back episode number 22. Um,
Nice.
so yeah. So we're gonna go back over here. Actually, any final thoughts on the album?
I thought it was a good album. It's a short album, but it was pretty good for the most part. There was quite a few tracks that I did like. With and the production was pretty nice. It had that '80s appeal to it.
Mm.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, but as for me, definitely a great album. Let us know what you think in the comments. And one thing with the Houdini is, with the exception of this last time here, I'm always finding a Houdini record when we go out record digging. With Ray will tell you.
Yeah, I do have one. I have the 5 minutes of funk. I've had that single for a while, but yeah, that's the only Houdini one I have. Yeah,
All right, so um, this is episode 100, so I had to do something a little bit of special for this 100 episodes. First and foremost, I want to thank all my co-hosts, Ray here, of course, Vandal Society. Also, Netta, aka Wondrous Net. Thank you for the first 68 episodes that we did together. Really appreciate it. And Gabe also, want to thank you as well. Gabe Ruthless 267.
what's up,
Definitely.
Gabe?
Yeah, what's up, my guy? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So,
Well, thank you for inviting me to the show, man. Like, it's been an
likewise.
honor, and yeah, it's been cool, man. It's been a cool journey with both you guys.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
been
definitely.
fun.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for coming. I know you wanted to do it from the beginning, but I know we had it was a little bit of a roadmap for you to get there, but but once
Yeah,
Netta left, I'm like, hey, you want to do this or what? And then eventually we got
yeah,
you on the ball. So I mean, I'm glad
yeah.
you eventually did come on. So um, in terms of episodes, to be fair, I'll do each one that I did with each of you guys. I'll start with Netta. I would have to say early on, in terms of episodes that really stood out to me, I really liked the Fugees episode. I recently just got that the score on vinyl, so
Nice.
that was
Yeah.
one that I had not heard in full, and I was just very impressed with it. And then another episode I liked with her that I did was the Ice T's OG Original Gangster episode, episode 57. That was an
Um,
interesting episode because my daughter, I think, walked in the room once or twice. I try not to edit these too much, but I definitely had to edit that one. And then just
Dang, I think I remember you telling me that one time that happened, or twice it happened.
yeah, it
Yeah,
happened, and then yeah, I had to go back and cut like some of the footage in from that episode because of course the camera just kept rolling. So
Yeah.
But so Netta, if you are watching, thank you for being patient with me on that episode. And Ice T's OG Original Gangster, it was the first of its kind, a video album and a music album. So every song there, track there, has a music video to it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then just other funny moments. I know in particular, I know we mentioned the BC Boys' License to Ill. Uh, yeah, we were doing our favorite tracks for that episode. Neto, she said one of her favorite tracks was "Girls." I'm like, "Girls, really?" Like, yeah,
She might be a little biased on that one, you know.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
probably a biased opinion.
yeah. I mean, but I hear that song like it's a song like you hear like a middle school dance, and
Yeah.
it was just one of the BC Boys' more cornier songs, in my opinion. But
I
I
agree.
thought that was funny.
Yeah,
All right,
License to Ill was a good one.
yeah, that was a very good episode. With Gabe, definitely the first episode I did with him was cool. Mace's Harlem World, and then I also enjoyed doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge with him. The original soundtrack, great game too, by the way, for any of you gamers out there. I know you don't play games very much, but you should play it too sometime. If you come over to Pat,
But
you can
I
play
used to,
it.
yeah, no, back when I had Nintendo, I would play the Ninja Turtle games.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I remember those.
the Cowabunga collection is really good though. If you have a current gen, if you have a current gen console, so it's on all consoles. So I would definitely recommend that. So that was another good
So
one.
on PS5 as well.
Yeah, yeah, PS5 as well. Yeah, yeah,
Really? Oh, okay, I'm gonna look into that
yeah,
then
yeah. Check it out, check it out. You can probably get it real cheap
for
too.
sure.
And then another episode I really enjoyed doing with Gabe was the show soundtrack. And then that was like the
Uh,
third. I want to say that, yeah, yeah. I want to say that was like the third episode we did together. I think his eyes really lit up when I was like, "Yeah, yeah, let's do the show." Like, because it was like a
nice.
soundtrack I had just forgotten about. It had been in my CD wallet, and then I think it's a great soundtrack for just people to listen to because it's just
It,
the whole scope of hip hop at the time. East Coast, West Coast, you got your Midwest,
yeah,
and
it was a good soundtrack, and I want to throw like a little background in there.
mm,
That was like one of the first. I want to say the first within the first 5 CDs that I've ever owned.
oh
And
wow, that okay,
yeah, so the very first CD I owned was this Friday soundtrack.
okay,
Bought it when it came out in '95, and then I'm still in middle school, or not middle school. I was in elementary in '95. I was a fifth grader, and
mm,
my best friend Carlos. What's up, Carlos? If you're watching it, he's the one that hooked me up with the show soundtrack on CD
oh
because
nice.
he got it through one of those Columbia House where you
Oh, Columbia How?
buy.
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, so he had a stack of CDs, and
Yeah,
he gave me the show CD, and I still have the CD.
yeah.
Yeah, to this
I
day.
have the CD in my CD wallet when my mom gave me my old CD wallet a few years back, but unfortunately, I don't have the original casing. But I did get it on vinyl. After doing the episode, I was
Okay.
very convinced to get it on vinyl. But it just says a lot of great tracks, and I was Onyx. That was my first exposure to them. My first exposure to the South Central Cartel. Warren G and the Twins
Yeah,
had a dope track on there, and then of course, Summertime and LBC was on there. It's just amazing soundtrack, and it's a shame that it's not on streaming services. It actually makes me upset a little bit, but and then I was actually shout out to Gabe. He actually did a Instagram reel on it. I think he saw it the other day.
yeah, I saw that. That was
Yeah,
cool. That
so
was good.
that definitely. Gabe. Shout out to Spooks 267. He does a lot of great Instagram reels of his collection of hip hop albums. He has a whole lot. Definitely check it out, and his YouTube page as well.
Yeah,
Figured I'd shout
it's
him
well
out.
put together too. Yeah,
Yeah, well put together. Very, very, very creative guy. And then, so yeah, definitely those two episodes. And then I really had fun when we did the "Murder Was the Case" soundtrack. Some months back
that's
now.
another good one. Yeah,
It was a good soundtrack. And then I know he likes to do vinyl unboxings, but it's just if you ever get the vinyl for Ray, it's just so cool. Like how they like have like all the files and everything like
yeah,
that, like all those
right.
cards. It's pretty
That's
well
cool.
put pretty well put together vinyl. Um,
I wish I still had the cassette, man. That was one of the cassettes that got thrown out back when I was a kid. Remember how I
ah,
told you the story
oh yeah.
about how my grandpa
Uh-huh.
tore out the film from the tape from the Chronic album,
Mm.
and then I had to hand over the Above the Rim soundtrack. I had to hand over the Murder Was the Case, and those got all thrown out. All because I rewrote the lyrics to Dre Day
Oh yeah.
back in third grade.
Yeah, I remember that story. And then I guess
Yeah, so
the memorable episodes I've had with you. Well, speaking of that story, I believe you did it on that, little
the discussion.
music discussion we did. So
Yeah,
that was actually very fun. Just got to learn a little bit more about you outside of the music, which is always cool.
for sure. Yeah, that was one of my favorites too.
Yeah, yeah. So that was a
Yeah.
favorite one that we did together, and then definitely I loved the Snoop Dogg episode, the Godfather, the
Oh,
Dogfather, yeah, episode 80.
that was
And
yeah,
this episode we're doing right here since it's episode 100.
yeah,
And then of
yeah.
course the studio episodes we did together, the three of
Oh
us.
man,
That
those are
was
definitely fun. Those
yeah.
are fun, man. I want to go back to that.
Yeah, we're definitely
You
gonna
know,
do it. If you guys want to do it, we're definitely gonna do, some more studio episodes for sure in the
yeah.
future. So we'll get it with Gabe. We'll definitely discuss it. And
And like I was, oh, real quick, like I was saying, like before, like another one we should do is like if we do the studio session again, we should do like a little like a debate. You know how we have our me, you, and Gabe, we had our conversations in the car, like
yeah,
or where we bring up stuff, like do something like that on one of the episodes, like
yeah, like open
just
forum kind of thing. Yeah, we could definitely do
yeah,
that.
like an open forum. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
that would be cool. All right, so you heard from me. Gabe, the next time he's on the show, which will be the next episode, he'll say his memorable moments of this podcast. But as a co-host and viewer, what any memories you'd like to discuss?
Honestly, man, like my debut on the show
Mm-hmm.
when we did Reasonable Doubt, like that was a big one for me. I really like doing Reasonable Doubt because that's one of my
Mm.
all time favorite albums. So like that really meant a lot for me. That was episode 76, I believe, for
Yeah,
Reasonable Doubt.
episode 76. Yeah,
Yeah. Another one was another favorite of mine was the Jurassic 5 that we did, episode 97. And that was a big one for me because Jurassic 5 was the very first record I owned back in
Mm.
2001. That's when I started collecting records back
Oh,
then.
all right, that's
And
awesome.
that and just a little change from like
Mm.
I love West Coast, but it was a nice little change to go kind of like in the alternative hip
Yeah,
hop route, underground hip hop route.
yeah.
So that was like one of my favorites. Another favorite of mine was Exhibit Restless. That was a cool one for me
I know we had some
because
audio issues, like the first part
oh,
of the
that's right, yeah,
episode, and then we had a little bit of a secret, folks. We had to re-record that episode because I remember, yeah, I think
yeah,
your internet or something went
uh,
out that day, and then yeah, we were midway
especially
in the
that
middle
outage.
too. Like that
Yeah,
was a
yeah,
pretty
especially that
memorable.
outage. Yeah,
The things we do
yeah, I
behind the
remember
scenes to put on a good show for you
now.
guys.
Gross. Yeah, yeah, that one and the Dogfather was a favorite of mine too.
Yeah, I figured you would love the Dogfather because that was oh yeah, I don't know if maybe I did share this with you. As of this recording right now, it's one of our top 5 viewed episodes. So
Nice. That's pretty
a
cool.
lot of people have been watching that one. So that's I
Yeah,
mean, it has a
nice.
cult
That's
following, folks. So don't. I
yeah.
mean, so
Don't
I know.
sleep on the
Yeah,
dog.
don't sleep on it. I mean, some people still may consider it a sophomore slump, but it's a good album.
Yeah, and of course, man, my favorites at the studio, the podcast studio, with All Eyes on Me and Dog Food. Definitely my favorites right there.
Yeah,
It was a good experience being in the studio recording the podcast, and it was just fun all around. And then the top 100 that Complex did, and how we did our own,
hmm
how we had our own thoughts about it. Like that was just pretty fun, man.
yeah. We'll definitely do something like that again real soon. I mean, definitely
For
have
sure.
some something planned in the cards for that. Yeah, just shout out to Studio 479 for having us. If you guys are watching, we definitely do want to go back. I'll be in touch with you guys real soon, and we'll make it happen. All
Yeah, for
right.
sure.
So yeah, I figured I would do that for episode 100 since it is the 100th episode, and like I said, too bad I couldn't be in the studio where we couldn't be in the studio, but At least we're doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Um, any final things before we log off, Ray?
No, other than once again, thank you again for having me on here. It's a fun ride so far, man. It's been nothing but fun, and meeting Gabe,
Hmm.
Ruthless 267. It's a good connection with all three of us, man. The chemistry is dope.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely thank you guys for doing this with me. All right. For Ray, Vandal
Sure.
Society, it is Justin, Two Talk for You Fool. Thank you for 100 episodes. We'll do our best to do 100 more. And yeah, it's just, quality over quantity. That's what we want to give you. And we'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.